Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast.
Progress.
Satnam, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Gobind, and this is your Channel for Grace. Thank you guys so much for being here live, and those of you watching the replay, we're also posting this broadcast onto Raven's channel called The Shamanic Onion. So welcome if you guys are watching on The Shamanic Onion. How are you doing, Raven?
I'm doing so good. I'm
Awesome.
in my element. I'm a Sagittarius. My birthday is next Thursday. So I can feel it building, even though I don't have any plans. But the energy is just there. I feel right at home in any fire sign, really.
Yeah, no, me too, because I have a Leo moon. So when the fire seasons come, I definitely love it. Well, awesome. So what we're going to do in this video is we're going to talk about Sagittarius season and how it's affecting all of the earth signs. So kind of a cool perspective. And I'll talk about the astrology first, and then we're going to go into the Akashic records and pull some cards for you guys and use some astro dice, and we'll show you in a little bit which cards we're going to be using. Hello, Lola. Welcome into the video. And before we dive in, I do want to make a couple of announcements. We have a holiday reading special. Raven and I are offering a 30-minute reading, and it's 108. And what you get is we will look at your birth chart, your transit, your progressions. We'll also look at your human design and gene keys and do our best using all of those different types of modalities to answer your question that you ask for the reading. We record it, and then once we've done recording it, we will send it to you. And we've been having a lot of fun doing these readings and getting a lot of really awesome feedback. So really, really cool. Happy about that. I'm also hosting a free virtual Akashic Healing Retreat, which is going to be a 10-day event. 9 of those days, we are going to be going into the Akashic records together and through the temples along the Nile. This is the ancient Atlantean initiatic path that we took when we had past lives in Atlantis, or maybe current lives in Atlantis, if you want to go quantum here. It's Sag season, you never know. But yes, so the program itself, the healing retreat itself, is for us to take some time for us this holiday season, because I know that it can get like intense and emotional and all this stuff is going on. And then we've got this Sagittarius frequency activating everything, and it can be like really uncomfortable, and we're like being asked to step beyond our edge in many ways. And and we forget to take care of ourselves. Like we forget about us. We just do and do and do to like make sure everything goes good, you know? And so this is an opportunity for you to give back to yourself and take care of yourself this holiday season. So again, the event is totally free. And what I'm doing is I am giving you a whole little mini journey of the Moon Goddess training. So for those of you that are interested in the Moon Goddess training, which will begin in February of 2024, this is your chance, your opportunity to dive in and see what it's all about. And I'll be sharing wisdom here and there of each of the temples as before we go into the Akashic records together. And then we're going to share our experiences, which is what we always do in the Moon Goddess training. So it's going to be a really sweet and nice way for us to connect as a community, but also to take care of ourselves, which is the number one reason why I wanted to do it. And then the last announcement I want to make before we dive in is that the registration is now open for the Business School for Lightworkers. This is a 6-week program that begins January 11th, and it's all geared towards creating your business plan for your spiritual business, using your gene keys as a way to gain the right verbiage and language to use for your business, like what to call your business. You're going to get a lot of ideas from the gene keys. Also, how to brand your business based off of your gene keys, and how to do business in general based off of your human design type, strategy, and profile, and so much more. And obviously all of the actual business stuff, which is accounting, bookkeeping, registering your business, doing taxes, and like so much more. It's going to be very interactive. Together, like I said, we're going to create a plan where we can feel confident about launching our spiritual business in 2024. So very excited. Ariel and I are going to be hosting that together. And there's going to be a free event relating to that coming soon. So that's also awesome. But that's what I wanted to share with you guys before we dive in. And so I am going to go ahead and transition to the astrology chart. I think it just started like crazy raining right now because I'm like, what's all that noise? All of a sudden there's like all this noise everywhere. I feel like I should say that. It just started pouring. Okay. Earth signs. So I'm just kidding. But here we go.
We need balance. We got to have balance.
Right? Okay. So what I'm going to focus on. So each element is going to experience each season differently. For fire, we talk about like how it's going to like activate you, and it's actually going to feel really good and like harmonious and in alignment. But earth sign is going to have a little bit of a different experience, because for the earth sign, the fire can be a little bit intense, a little bit too much. And you are so used to having that groundedness, right? That connection to the earth, whether it's like Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, you are very much way more grounded, I would say, probably, than the fire energy, right? So this fire is sort of like a little bit of a poking you to like, hey, let's activate, let's move our energy. It's encouraging you to do so. Sagittarius season is very activating because there are a lot of powerful stargates that happen. For example, today, the moon has entered into Ophiuchus, which is known as the 13th sign, the mystery, occult knowledge of ancient civilizations. Hermetic alchemy, like the most ancient of knowledge, comes through this energy, and we get to tap into those mysteries, and we're encouraged and maybe inspired to like learn and go further than we have ever imagined. And that's what Sagittarius is inviting you to do, earth signs, is take it beyond your edge. It's going to be uncomfortable, but the growth that happens during the season is just phenomenal. But there is one transit that I want to talk to you earth signs about, because Mercury is going to enter into the sign of Capricorn very soon. Let me actually look at exactly when this happens. Right now, Mercury was recently on the galactic center. Okay, December 1st. Wait, that's tomorrow. Of course. I'm glad we're doing this video now. Anyways, so Mercury enters into the sign of Capricorn tomorrow. And it's a good thing at first. No, I'm just kidding. It's a good thing because the energy of Capricorn, and you're going to love this, right? Earth signs is about, setting goals, staying steady, focusing on your mission, focusing on your purpose, making sure that you know where you're going. That's what Capricorn is all about. So Mercury, the mind in this earth sign, will help you to tune into that frequency very, very clearly. So obviously Capricorn's going to feel it the most, but the other earth signs are going to feel a very kind of beautiful connection to it as well. But then, so it doesn't stop there because fortunately or unfortunately, it just kind of depends on how you look at it. Mercury is going to go retrograde in Capricorn. So that transit begins December 13th, and I will be posting all the information about it in the Starseed membership. So make sure you join the Starseed membership if you need more than this, than what I'm giving you here. So Mercury will go retrograde in Capricorn, which will obviously affect Capricorn more than anybody else. But the earth signs will also be equally affected. And this is about a time of reflection. So December 13th, we enter this time of reflection that I believe for the earth signs will be a really beautiful and powerful thing, because reflection is what helps you come to conclusions. Like reflection is what helps you to figure things out. When we don't reflect, when we don't ponder, when we don't contemplate about things, we get stuck, or we get stuck doing things that we don't like and that don't serve us. So this is an opportunity for you to slow down a little bit and really think about, like, what are my goals? What am I moving towards? It's actually perfect because it's getting us ready for the new year. And usually for the, Gregorian calendar new year, January 1st, we're all like ready for the new thing. And quite often that is, we like, okay, I'm going to do this and this and this, and it's all relating to like business type stuff. And that's also because that happens during Capricorn season. Did you guys know that every year the new year is during Capricorn season? So it makes sense that like we focus on business when the new year starts, and we focus on where are we going for the whole year. So this transit begins this month of Sagittarius season and will be affecting all the earth signs very powerfully. Everybody, but specifically the earth signs. So I wanted to bring that to your attention, and so and you're ready for it. It's not a bad thing. But yeah, Mercury retrograde can cause like technology things and slowing down. Like it's not really a good idea to sign contracts. But again, we're not too active during this time. We're like with our families and like at least trying to enjoy ourselves. No, I'm just kidding. But we are technically not really working. I mean, I'm actually working my ass off right now. I have like nonstop things because I'm getting ready for the year. So maybe those of us that are entrepreneurs are not really quiet during this time. We really are working on business stuff and getting ready. So this is a good thing to know, that it's going to help us, but it will slow things down a little bit before it like speeds them back up. And that will be in January that will be happening, and Mercury will be going direct. So that's what I wanted to share in terms of the astrology. And now we are going to pull some cards and do an intuitive reading. So why don't we share which cards we're going to be using for these readings?
Okay, for this Sagittarius season, I'm going to be using a 5-card spread. And the first card is, what are you recently exiting out of? The second card is, what is the current situation? The third card is, what will unfold next? The fourth card is the advice from spirit. And the fifth card is the outcome. And this is like more of an extended version of past, present, future. And then the deck I'm going to be using is the I Ching, and it's based off of the 64, well, it is the 64 hexagrams. And this was edited by Emily Anderson. And then I'm going to be pulling one chakra affirmation card, and it's got the solfeggio frequency. It's got a crystal on it. It's got a mantra. It will show where the blockage is and what emotion. And then at the very end, it is the affirmations. And I made this deck a few years ago just to help with my healing journey. And then there's 7 cards, but then we have one for love, which is the pink card.
I love that. You should make this deck into like a sellable thing.
I know, right? This is Sagittarius vibes. I may have made it during Aries season.
You should create a card deck, and this is it. It's already done. You just have to go send it to print.
I've already had that message, so don't get me started. I'll expand some more. But it's really amazing how just to let your aura just pour over the cards and then be divine and let the divine show you.
Right? Valerie just said I would buy it. Dude, I would buy it.
Aren't they cute? I went to Office Depot, got some lamination sheets, and I went crazy.
It could be like a whole little thing with a little booklet and everything. Dude. Sorry, my mind just takes off. Okay.
Just keep going, girl.
So, what am I going to be using? I'm going to pull one major arcana theme, one animal spirit guide for the month for you, and then one gene key card to look at what shadow you are working with throughout the month and any clarifiers with the astro dice. But first, we're going to enter into the Akashic records. So if you want to join us in centering yourself, please do so. And again, thank you guys so much for being here and watching this video. From the deep depths of the cosmic mind, I hear a whisper. This whisper calls us inwards towards our essence. A light begins to glimmer at the center of our heart. This is the light of unity, the all-knowing wisdom of the One. Through this door, we open the gates of the Akashic, the magical flower of life. We see our duality. We recognize our sacred trinity. We begin to witness infinite possibilities as we become the observer and the observed. A powerful and luminescent light engulfs our being, and we feel many dimensions all at once. We enter the Akashic records, protected and loved by all star beings that have accessed these portals before. The records are now open. May wisdom flow, may understanding descend, and may all the earth signs be blessed with the light of love. All right. Send us off.
Okay. The first card is what you are recently exiting out of. And we got number 43, deciding. And it says, tell it in the king's chambers, with truth call out, there is danger. Notify your own city, fruitless to take up arms, fruitful to have direction to go. And this message here is based on the original I Ching. This is the I Ching message, the ancient ones. And on the back, there's a more digestible explanation, more oracle type of message. And so this one says, number 43, asserting your identity and right to be heard is where your decision begins. But declaring the truth is dangerous. It stirs up old ghosts, inner and outer. Yet better than this, ignoring and neglecting them, focus with clear intention on what you're moving towards rather than what you're reacting against. What do you stand for? How do you define yourself? What belongs in your realm, and where do you need to make a clean break? that is very Capricorn-y. That is very Capricorn. And so, you know, I believe that in this Sagittarius season, like the earth signs tend to stay rooted. Like you were saying, it's hard to get them to move. And, you know, Sagittarius comes along and says, no, the collective is on a transformative journey, and that does not exclude you, earth signs. So this is what you are exiting out of, that need to be rooted into your mindset, is what I'm hearing. Okay. And then the second card is, what is your current situation? And we got the 45, which is gathering, creating success. When the king's presence, there is a temple. Fruitful to see great people creating success. Consistency bears fruit, using great sacrificial animals, good fortune, fruitful to have a direction to go. This is your current situation. This may mean an external gathering, investing with others in a common purpose, or an internal one. You are integrating so many roles and strengths. Explore shared roots, perhaps seeing people for guidance to align your efforts with your purpose, and understand mundane daily activities as part of a larger story. What is asked of you? What are you investing in? And so I love earth signs because they are rooted. They can give you such a reality perspective. And it's just, this speaks about, I'm hearing very career oriented, and
I feel that
like
too.
you were saying, yeah, like being creative in the workplace too. And maybe that's where the Sagittarius fire comes in, finding new expansion of ways of your success all around. And Virgos too, they're so organized, and they're like, I need things to be this way yet, but we can play around with that. You know, maybe it is a little bit too boring and we could spice it up. You know, Sagittarius is party season. So, I mean, just embracing that with you earth Sirius signs. And I love that too. Come in and shake things up. So the third card is, what will unfold next? And we get number 28, great exceeding. The rich people warps, fruitful to have a direction to go, creating success. When you exceed something, you cross over a line and make it a transition. This brings stress, but also a greatness of spirit and purpose beyond the scope of the situation. Things cannot hold up as they are, like the rich people of the traditional Chinese house. So there must be movement. Reach out imaginatively and explore. What is overloaded? What have you outgrown? And what you must do. What must you do? Sorry.
Wow. Yeah, these messages, man. These cards. I think it's the cards.
It is. I mean,
I love because I have the gene keys and the human design like speaking to me like this, like in the background, and I'm like, whoa, it's crazy.
And this, I feel, is like this big trust. You know, having the trust, everything is going to work out. If you're not in a really great place, trusting that everything is going to work out. But also, if you're in a good, solid place, what is coming next for you is good too, and trusting that and feeling into it.
And the 28, it's just random fact, is in the spleen, and it connects to the root. It's the channel of struggle, the 2838. And I have the Jupiter on the 38th, but I don't have anything on the 28th. But anyways, I'm just saying that this connects to your instinctual intuition and trusting the in the moment awareness. That's all.
And it's so important too, because a lot of humans, I'm going to just say humans, because we put this doubt in our vibration. 1 second of doubt, it just is projected out and it gets absorbed, and then everyone can see it. It speaks in your words, it speaks in your face and your body language and all these things. And so the earth signs, I feel, really has and already they have a good trust in the support, but also in the future, I think that's where we can be like, I don't know what's going to happen. And then Sagittarius comes in and is like, go for it,
Like that.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So the fourth card is the advice from Spirit. And we got 3. Sprouting. From the source, creating success. Consistency bears fruit. Don't use this to have a direction to go. Fruitful to establish frugal lords. Like a plant putting out roots in all directions, the inner life reaches out into the world, experiencing resistance for the first time. The creative drive of heaven and earth joins together and grows, bursting with life and desire to fulfill. It's too early to limit possibilities, so strengthen your resolve and gather support, human or otherwise, to help expand your awareness and influence. What is beginning? Where is the growing center, and where can you find help for it?
This is the sacral. This is the channel of mutation.
I don't even have anything to add to that. Like, that was amazing. Yeah, all the things. It's too early to limit possibilities. So strengthen your resolve and gather support, human or otherwise. So taking advice from the trees bending in the wind, or a lot of the animals in the northern hemisphere are going into this hibernation. It's getting cold, so they've already gathered their food, and they may feel, like, will this last me all winter? So yeah. Oh gosh, that was a good one. The outcome is number 5. Waiting.
Oh, what the? Channel of rhythm.
I'm a 5 sun.
Sorry.
Okay. I'm a 5-6 sun.
I have 5 earth.
So with truth and confidence shining out, creating success, consistency brings good fortune, fruitful to cross the great river. Waiting for what you need, bring yourself into harmony with the desired outcome. It may take longer than you imagine. Faith and patience are your allies, but fully present in the waiting. Your attention shines and starts a creative engagement with the world. You are committing yourself to its manifestation. How can you wait patiently and with commitment? While you wait, how can you best make yourself ready?
This is gnarly, dude. The shadow of this gene key is impatience. The gift is patience, and the city is timelessness.
Yes. And when you are fully present in every single moment and every single hour and day and week and month and year, when you are present, that is when this timelessness comes in. And there's nothing that matters. The past is the past. The future is the future. All we have is right now. This is where we are manifesting. This is how our thoughts manifest, our feelings, our relationships, our money, our success, everything. Like, I'll be honest. Last night I ate too much candy. Okay. I got into my boys' candy box. And this morning I'm like, oh my God, so I had the worst night's sleep, but in that moment I felt like a kid again. I was like, I'm just going to eat it all. I don't know why I'm sharing that, but the thing is, but in that moment, I thought I was satisfying myself. So let's just say that.
Yeah.
Okay. So the affirmation card that we get is the solar plexus.
Ooh.
Okay. The solfeggio frequency for the solar plexus is 528 hertz. The crystal is tiger's eye. The location is the stomach. The element is the fire. The mantra is I do. The blockage can be shame, feeling shame. And the affirmations for the solar plexus is I am worthy because I exist. I am confident in my ability to make my life work. I accept my responsibility for the decisions I make. So good.
It's a powerful one, that solar plexus, because that solar plexus is also fire energy. The element is
really
fire.
is.
So, oh, yeah, you guys got the tiger. Okay. But first of all, guess what? You also got the magician. Here we go again.
Here we go. Here we go.
Okay. The magician is all about activating your magic and actually channeling your ability to create and manifest. And you have the power within you to create anything you want. It's literally waiting for you. And the reason it's waiting is because we have to pay attention to what we are putting out there, both frequency wise, thoughts, words, everything we put out into the universe will come back to us. And if you're not manifesting or to your liking, we're always manifesting. But if you're not manifesting to your liking, then you may be putting out not the frequency that you want to manifest. So sometimes it's a big change, but Sag can do it. Sag can like shake it up, transform you, push you through that fire of transformation. And on the other side, you will feel your power coming back to you. And yes, you got the tiger. And the tiger is actually about the lunar forces. It's about having ease in the darkness, and it's a feminine energy. The tiger hunts at night, at one with the silence, fearing nothing. This card reminds us to take in the wild darkness, to allow the lunar forces to soothe and heal our spirits. Sensuality, receptivity, and devotion are all heightened in the midnight hour, and the tiger takes advantage of these boons. Spend some time in silence this evening or this season, drinking in the potent calm. There is nothing to fear in the stillness except the awakening of your own power. Dude. Yeah, I don't even have.
Amazing.
You guys.
The magician card is my favorite. It is like my favorite. The way that he is standing or she and all of the elements are on his table. It is a true alchemy card.
Oh yeah.
All the elements.
The beginning. It's the full potential, but it's very a masculine energy because it takes the will. That's why there's so much red in this card. It's willpower. You can't just sit there. You got to put the work into it. You got to actually do it. Do the action to make it happen. So that's the power of that card. But it is that masculine. It's like the heavenly father, whereas the high priestess is the heavenly mother. And it's the masculine and the feminine. They're a pair. And so this is that very strong masculine energy that is activating you, which is that fire of Sag. Even though this is a Mercury card and Mercury is Gemini, there's a connection there. Sag, Gemini are opposing. They kind of work together too. So it's really, really cool. And for the gene key, you got the 63rd gene key, which moves from the shadow of doubt. So that's the shadow that you are dealing with this month, doubt. But it moves into the gift of inquiry and the city of truth. The human logical mind is simply not designed to be certain of anything other than paradox. My gift to you. I come to celebrate your love of inquiry, but also to remind you that your inquisitive mind and gift for doubting are best used in service of the world, not in service of beating yourself up. Ooh. I have, this is a big one in me too. This is actually my radiant sphere. See if you can remain genuinely curious about life without insisting on finding answers. You're right, Rachel. Stay open to learning as your understanding of life becomes increasingly complex and paradoxical. Be curious about your own suffering, for it will open your compassionate heart. One day, your brilliant mind will lead you back to yourself. And how could it not? You are forever intertwined with everything you've ever learned. I love that.
Oh, that was so beautiful.
I know. And I want to ask the question of how can we use all this energy? How can we embody it? And I'm going to roll the astro dice for that. So we got Saturn, ruler of Capricorn, an earth sign, but in Aries, a fire sign, and in the 12th house. Okay, so right away, Saturn in Pisces. Where is Saturn in Pisces in your chart? Because Saturn in the 12th is like Saturn in Pisces, and it's coming through with a message for you right now. But Saturn frequency is about, again, that Capricorn energy that I talked about in the beginning. It's setting goals. It's being steady. It's working towards what you want to achieve in life. It's knowing the vision, knowing the top of the mountain, knowing that it's going to be a tough ride up or hike up or whatever. But you are the mountain goat, and you have that power to do it. But it is about knowing where you're going. In Aries, it's like activate and actually go do it, because Aries is the spark that brings the spirit into being, and it sparks the life into the being. And so it is about taking action towards what you want, your mission, your purpose. And then in the 12th house, which is about all fully connected to your spirituality. It's a spiritual journey that you're on. This is literally, if there was anything like spiritual business, it would be Saturn in Pisces or Saturn in the 12th house. So this is about tapping into how you step up and show up for the world, because Saturn also rules, or Capricorn also rules 10th house. How do you show up for the world in a spiritual way? Like, this is about the light worker. I really feel light worker energy in this, but you got to take action. So I know that the future card was waiting, but it's more about having the patience to allow for the right timing. It's not exactly waiting, because the channel of rhythm, which is the 515, is about waiting for the opportune moment. Like Captain Jack Sparrow says. Okay, it's about waiting for the right timing, but you have to take action. You can't just sit there and do nothing. And that's the message that I keep getting from all of this. So yes,
I keep hearing, don't talk about it, be about it. Don't talk about it, be about it.
There you go.
So
I love that. That was beautiful. Oh my God, dude, these readings are charged up, you guys.
they really are.
So
Spirit is always listening.
It's Sag, dude. It's this energy, dude. We decided to start. We didn't even plan it like this. We're like, we didn't go, let's do our readings when the sun enters a fucus. No, we did not do that. We just set a date and we're like, okay. And then today we're like looking at it like, oh shit, the sun just entered a fucus. Well, that makes sense. So all these readings are going to be like, psh, and tomorrow the sun's going to be on Antares when we do the air signs and then the water signs. So come check those out. All the videos have been scheduled on my channel. But yeah, so come hang out with us tomorrow. We'll do it again, same times. And I'm going to close the records and then we are complete with our reading. From the deepest depths of our soul, we give gratitude and love, for we understand we are a fractal of that cosmic whole. As we give, so we get, open to all possibilities through all time and space. We walk through the Akashic portal back to our inner space, remembering that this wisdom lives within every cell of our being. Thank you, star beings, for holding this sacred space and for protecting us during this journey through time and space. The records are now closed. Sat Nam, thank you again for being here and supporting. Please check out always the descriptions, the links in the description of the video for more awesome stuff that you can join us for. And we hope you have a beautiful Sagittarius season. Sat Nam.